Hey, future applauders. Do you like talking about movies? Like smart movies? Dumb movies? Science fiction movies? Horror movies? Fantasy movies?
Do you like listening to people talk about a movie longer than it would take you to actually watch the movie?
Do you sit with your friends and rant at great length about things you're passionate about?
You may be interested in Shocked and Applaud.
Join us while we go through peculiar movies, traditional movies, movies that we just like, movies that we find are just sort of like, huh?
Do we follow somebody on social media and then they posted about a movie and we're just going to watch it now?
Sure, why not? Our podcast is completely unscripted, so you're going to stumble through things with us because we stumble a lot.
We're going to laugh, we're going to talk about what's problematic, but really it comes down to talking about movies.
You can visit us at shockedandapplaud.com, on Twitter at shockedapplaud, and Facebook at Shocked and Applaud.
We hope to see you there.
I'm Bo Maddox.
I'm Robert Ortegon.
I'm Ashley Chancellor.
I'm Derik, the Great.
And this is Collateral Cinema with Hindsight movie reviews. Welcome to Collateral Cinema, the only movie podcast that matters, where we focus on good movies, bad movies, and everything else in between in the world of cinema. We are podcasting straight from somewhere in South Texas, and yes, my friends, we are a 420 friendly podcast. So whatever you have, be it dabs, blunts, bongs, or joints, smoke it if you've got it. Especially since we're watching we're talking about a movie here with a lot of green men running around, so to speak. You know? But yeah, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. And with us, returning once again to the podcast, is our friend Derik from Hindsight Movie Reviews and Ratchet Book Club. Is that right? That's your other show?
Yeah, those are two of them.
I gotcha.
Those are two of them.
Now, I'm sure that our listeners, I mean, if our listeners want to go and check out our episode that we did with Derik last time, I believe, what was it again? It was, what was the episode that we did with, it was Last Action Hero. That's what it was.
Oh, yeah. Last Action Hero, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
yeah.
I'm sure if you listen to our Last Action Hero episode, you probably know where to find Derik, but, just real quick, just give one more little introduction to yourself, Derik, just for those who don't know or haven't listened yet.
So, I'm Derik. This is literally the calmest you'll ever hear me. I am one of the hardest working men in podcasting. I think I have like 9 podcasts, but right now only 3 are in active rotation. You can find me at linktree/SScast. That's where all of my shows are. Like, it's literally branches off of one single tree. I do a movie review show called Hindsight. I do a book club by myself called Ratchet Book Club. I do a TV show where we review television called RTO Podcast. Right now, we're actually discussing the HBO version of The Watchmen.
Ooh, nice.
I do a show called Storytellers. I do all kind of stuff. But right now, I would say the easiest way to find me, there's one of 2 ways. One, like I said, Linktree /SScast. Or you can literally go on Google and type in RASHANII. I'm like the first 5 pages.
Excellent. Nice. Well, yeah, I mean, and we actually sent you the list for our season, and gave you the chance to pick the episode. And of course, that episode is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 1990. Why did you want to talk about this movie? What spoke to you there?
Because I'm like like the rest of y'all motherfuckers. Like, when this movie came out, I was actually 10. And my mom took me to see it. Like, those are two things that don't happen that often. Like, seriously, when's the last time you were 10? And also, when's the last time your mom took you to a movie? Exactly. And she did both for me at the same time. And I sat there with my mouth agape. Like, I had just finished playing the arcade game and dying in the water level of the Nintendo game. And my soul was ready. But I wasn't ready for this. I wasn't.
Yeah.
You know, and I was literally 3 days ago old when I found out Corey Feldman was one of the voices of one of the turtles in this fucking movie.
Really? Seriously? To me, that was like...
Mind.
Even back then, that was one of the selling points. It's like, hey, it's the guy from Lost Boys. He's in... he's Donatello. It's like, damn.
Unfortunate truth. Never saw the Lost Boys.
Really?
Unfortunate truth part 2. Other than Mouth and the Goonies, never fucked with Corey Feldman. Thought he was a weirdo. Thought that he was like a Michael Jackson wannabe and didn't appreciate it one bit because I was a Michael Jackson wannabe and there could only be one of us.
I remember that movie. What was that movie where he was Michael Jackson dancing? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. Yeah, we talked about that on the show, too.
Dream a Little Dream.
Oh,
yeah.
Dream a Little Dream.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, where he had the jacket and the glove and the whole 9 yards, and he still breaks out.
I started laughing my ass off, dude. Oh, my God.
That's amazing.
Corey Feldman. And then him and Corey Haim got together, and I was like, that's too many Corys, and I noped out.
Yeah.
So I didn't know. I just found out.
But it's the Feldman, bro.
And then we got a license to drive with both the Feldmans, or both the Haims, or the Coreys of Hollywood.
Both the Coreys. Yeah,
Both the Coreys.
They were a force to be reckoned with, that's for sure.
They were something.
Yeah. But in this movie, I mean, I gotta say that his vocal performance was really spot on here, as the rest of the vocal cast, and also the cast who actually donned the costumes and did all the actual martial arts action. It's like, I mean, that was kind of a feat in its own right. I mean, those costumes were like how heavy? They were like, they added like at least an extra 150 pounds to every actor that was wearing them.
More than a soldier, I don't know.
Yeah, man, it's like, and you just look at the action and everything. They were doing like flips. They were doing like,
roundhouses.
Roundhouses.
Oh my God,
like
flipping
punches.
around.
It's like, and this was all with all that latex and all that crap on them. I mean,
Oof.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was really, really cool, I thought.
Yeah. Bo, how old were you when this came out?
Ooh.
1990?
1990. Let's see. I was born in 82. I would have been 12-ish, 11-ish to something. I'm not sure. I'd have to do the math, and I suck at math right now.
I was born in 89, so I wasn't that old,
Oh, yeah. You were just a few years old.
I wasn't even born yet, so.
Wow. So I'm literally the only one here who actually remembers the original, other than Derik, who remembers the original theatrical run, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
The theatrical fiasco, because they were not prepared for us children and our excitement over this fucking movie.
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, this was like a cultural touchstone if you were under the age of like 11 years old. I mean, it was like, wow, just seeing the turtles just come alive like that, you know?
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Better than Michael Bay did it, right?
Oh, my God. Fucking Michael Bay. Yeah. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the creature effects in this movie, which is, to me, was like one of the other really big selling points of this movie. Obviously, is seeing the turtles come to life, and it was done by Jim Henson's special effects company. And honestly, this is like just a powerhouse in puppetry and makeup effects and everything. I mean, just the way that they actually managed to make these what are essentially just puppets on a dude, animatronic head and everything.
Yeah.
It's like they made them emote. They made them feel like real, like they had real personalities.
Yeah, indeed.
I mean, but We have the movie on right now, and we're all spacing out on it. Sorry, dude.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like, seeing these characters kind of come to life, I mean, especially if you grew up with the animated series, right?
Yeah.
You know, like, I could definitely, like, see how that was, like, a big deal at the time. And I gotta say, from, you know, as much as I know the characters, I feel like they're pretty well adapted here.
Yeah. And not to mention that to this day, they still look amazing. I mean,
Better than the other two films,
Yeah, they do.
actually.
it's better than the other two films and way better than the actual CGI. I mean, like I said, just the way that they actually made them feel like, you know, real living, breathing characters.
Yeah, these
here.
turtle suits were made pretty good. Holy crap! All the the shading and the latex.
But Derik, like, I mean, what was your take on the special effects, and which turtle is your favorite for one? And
see, that's what makes me mad. That's the part that makes me mad because Donatello's my favorite. And now that I know that Corey Feldman is connected to him, I feel unclean as fuck. Like, I know Corey's been through a lot, and I respect what he's gone through and what he survived. And that's not the reason why I don't fucking like the guy. I just don't like him because of the Michael Jackson thing. Other than that, he's a really cool dude, I think, and he's been through a lot of trauma, and I'm not going to belittle him for that. I'm going to belittle him for everything fucking else, including the haircut. But Donatello's always been my guy. He's always been my guy. Even in the video game, in the cartoon, he was the smartest one. He was the one who was the scientist. Back then, I wanted to be a scientist. In the video game, he had the bow stick that could hit through the bottom of floors in the Nintendo version. So then when you fell all the way to the bottom of the pit, because you couldn't make a simple one square jump from one spot to the next, you could do the bow stick to kill everything that was around you again, even though that jump was some absolute bullshit and Konami can go to hell.
Exactly. That frustrated me so much when I played that level. But yeah, Donatello was pretty much like he was kind of like the workaround for all of that.
Yeah, and then he was like the voice of reason. Like, I know Leonardo was the leader, but he wasn't really. Donatello was the leader in my eyes. Like, he was the one who was always figuring stuff out and bringing them all back together. And even in this movie, he was the voice of reason because, Leonardo and Raphael didn't really get along. But Donatello's my guy. And so to see Donatello look like I figured Donatello would look and see Donatello doing all this cool stuff just made me so fucking happy. I didn't care that CGI was involved. If you had asked me, my dumb ass would have told you there were really turtles living underneath the sewers in New York City. I didn't fucking know. I didn't fucking care. I had never been in New York and California. Sure, there's a fucking animatronic rat living in a building around the corner from my house named Chuck. So why wouldn't there be turtles living underneath New York City? Let's go. And they like pizza. They like the same shit I do, Mom. They eat Pizza Hut. They put like fish on theirs. I've never done that. This shit sounds weird, but they do everything else, and that's cool. So I was fooled wholeheartedly. Jim Henson did an excellent fucking job for a 10-year-old, and I was fooled until I bought the movie, and then I realized, they don't really look as good as they did when I was 10. And that was when I was like 12, and they still look great, but they didn't look like real turtles anymore, and that's when the whole mystique was gone for me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, this is very convincing. Like, even today, I feel like it would be very convincing if you showed this to a kid. They would just be like, wow. They'd be like, whoa.
My God. Right? Oh, my God.
And it's a testament to the quality of the work that they did on these models, because, compare the... I saw online not too long ago on an auction site that they had the original, I believe it was the Leonardo suit. They had the original Leonardo suit from the 1990 movie, and then you compare it to the Raphael suit from the third movie, and that one has just aged like crap. It's falling apart. It's just in bits, but even though there was a little bit of restoration work done on it, the suit still looks great to this day. It still looks movie quality. And if you put it on, it's like, yeah, I'm sure that kids would look at that and they would just be like, whoa. I mean, that was like just a real feat of special effects engineering.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, no, I actually, when I was watching this with you guys, I was thinking that the effects are really good. For like a movie in 1990, I kind of like the whole aesthetic that's going on here too. I think that like the colors that they use kind of help sell it.
Yeah. The way that they use colors in this movie is very interesting. Like you compare it to Secret of the Ooze. Secret of the Ooze feels like it's a bit more cartoonish.
Yeah, it's pretty low.
You know?
This one's a little bit more dark and gritty for what it's worth, you know?
Yeah, it's way more dark and gritty. And that's more reflective of what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was as a comic book back in the day.
It's like the Batman, dude.
Yeah, just like the Batman. Yeah. Exactly.
Incidentally, there's a Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that
Oh,
recently
that's
came out.
right. Have you seen that, Derek? The Batman versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles DC movie? Oh,
apparently
wow.
that's a thing that happened a few years ago.
I'm sure it's on HBO Max.
Probably.
I am going to hunt it down. I won't make my beloved wife watch it because, you know, she's a grown up, but I'm going to enjoy it, every moment of it.
Yeah, it looks very well made. I mean, it's just about as well made as the recent spate of DC animated movies and whatnot.
Yeah. On the note of like the dark and gritty Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, they did announce that Last Ronin game coming out.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the graphic novel Last Ronin. Yeah.
Yeah, where I think it's
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo is the last one left, and he's done like a complete like 180 personality shift.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the recent God of War games.
Yeah, that's what they said. It was going to be kind of like the more modern God of War games. So I'm actually kind of hyped for that. That sounds like a lot of fun because I loved the last couple God of War games.
Yeah, they were awesome.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, this movie, I think, for like I said again, for a movie right at the beginning of the 90s, I think it really does sell the idea of these characters coming to life. I mean, and you've also got April O'Neil played by Judith Haig, right?
Yeah, Judith Haig in this movie. Like,
I think that's my favorite April.
No, she's my April O'Neil, other than the April from the cartoon series. Looks like Derek has something to say about that.
You know she didn't come back for the sequels because she didn't approve of the violence in the fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, right?
Are you kidding me? That's why.
No, I'm deadly serious. Like, she didn't come back because she didn't approve of the violence in this fucking movie. And I'm like, you can go fuck yourself. She also didn't like the 6-day schedule, which I'm okay with. But the amount of violence, go fuck yourself. Also, she refused. Literally refused to wear the yellow jumpsuit that April O'Neil wore in the cartoon. She thought it was fucking horrifying and refused to wear it.
Oh,
so she just did that like yellow raincoat kind of thing, right? It was like a yellow like waistcoat.
But that's like in one scene.
She's like a prima donna.
Yeah.
She's a prima donna, right?
It's like, oh my god, that pisses me off, honestly.
Okay, all right, I'll walk it back. But she is hot.
Honestly, who was the girl that was in the next two movies? I don't remember her name. She was actually pretty okay.
Yeah, she's
she
fine.
wasn't bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's no taking away from her performance.
At least she came back, right?
Yeah, right? Yeah. She wanted to be there. That counts for something.
Yeah.
Casey Jones, what was the actor that played him?
Elias Koteas.
Yeah, he came back for the third one, right? But he wasn't back in the sequel.
No, he wasn't in the sequel for some reason. I don't know. I guess. I mean, this is what's interesting about you bringing up Judith Haig's whole thing with the violence is just how nerfed the second movie is when it comes to violence. I mean,
they never use their weapons, right?
Or barely at all. They barely even use their weapons like a few times. And I mean, that better not be them trying to capitulate to Judith Haig and then her just refusing anyway. I mean, I hope that's not the case there.
I mean, but they have Vanilla Ice in the second one.
That's true. That scene is fucking legendary.
I just want to point this out real quick because I gotta be, I always go to the trivia for these. Like, I love seeing this. So, yeah. Judith Haig was April O'Neil, whatever. Yeah, great. Jennifer Biel, Marissa Tomei, Sandra Bullock, Nicole Kidman, Melanie Griffin, Sean Young, Lorraine Bracco, Winona Ryder, and Brooke Shields were all also considered for the role of April O'Neil.
Oh,
damn.
man. I can think of a couple, a few of those choices that would have actually been perfect. I mean, Marissa
Exactly.
Tomei.
Marissa Tomei off the top of my head.
Marissa Tomei and Winona Ryder would have been.
Oh,
Winona Ryder,
also, Judith refused the red hair of April O'Neil. She thought it looked stupid.
What?
That's the other part.
But isn't she redheaded in this movie? Hold on a second. Let me take
She is not. She's brown hair in this movie.
God
she
damn
refused to make her hair red. She thought it looked hideous.
Man, why didn't they go with one of those other girls? I mean, those were actual fucking names in the industry as well. I mean, actually bigger names than Judith Haig, honestly.
Yeah, and she's trying to pull rank like that?
Yeah.
What?
God damn it. I don't know. That changes that colors
changes
the
a lot
movie
for me.
Yeah, that changed. God damn it.
Sorry, guys.
She was very hard.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. We can handle the truth, I guess.
But I mean, as far as her performance goes,
It was good.
Yeah.
She's talented.
Yeah. She kind of nailed it. I mean, she should have gone along with the iconic look of April O'Neil, but I mean, okay, whatever. She didn't come back, so whatever.
Yeah, and I think like the relationship of her character, with the turtles and with Casey, is pretty compelling. I mean, it worked for me.
Definitely. I mean, I guess there's a romantic element. Like they kiss at the end. It's not very convincing, though.
Yeah, but they always did end up together, right?
Yeah, I think canonically, Casey Jones and April O'Neil are a thing.
Yeah. So I mean, it you're kind of expecting it, so it's kind of obligatory at that point. Like, okay, yeah, they're gonna kiss at the end.
I know that in the CGI animated movie, they were a couple.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that was an interesting movie in its own right. We might have to do that at some point. But here in this movie, yeah, I think that her performance was okay. It was pretty good, And she worked well off of the actual actors in the turtle costumes as well. Mm-hmm. It's like, I mean, it does take a good amount of talent to, act around animatronics like that and make it convincing,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's a good point. What did they do for Splinter? I'm kind of wondering about that. Was that just animatronic or?
It's fully
Very
animatronic.
much so.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they had anybody wearing a costume for Splinter because
it doesn't look like
It
it.
took 3 puppeteers to operate the Splinter puppet.
damn.
Kevin Clash, who was Elmo, not sure if he still is, performed the puppet while the facial expressions are remote controlled by another puppeteer, and the arms are controlled by a puppeteer who worked along with Kevin during the performance of the puppet.
Wow. Yeah, I mean that makes sense. I mean, if you recall from Spaceballs, Barf's costume, just the ears alone took like two puppeteers
right?
just to work
my
that
God.
in
Yeah.
unison. So yeah, that makes sense.
That tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think he looks pretty good, actually. Again, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
looking at this movie, I mean, it's believable. I feel like that's a character.
Yeah, I feel like he's way better in this movie than he is in the other two.
Yes.
Like he looks better, and I think that his character is a little more. It's a little closer to what it was, at least in the comic book, if not the animated series. And honestly, he's the best character in the movie, in my opinion. What I think are like the 2 breakout characters in this movie are Splinter and Casey Jones, because to me they're both the most compelling characters in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially whenever Splinter is kidnapped and everything, and he's pretty much giving wisdom to Danny, to the kid that's the son of the station owner. Yeah,
The delinquent.
the delinquent. Goddamn delinquents. But yeah, I mean, he is actually the most emotionally balanced character as well. I mean, he really is the anchor for these four boys, these 4 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Italian kids.
Italian kids, yeah.
Italian.
Italian. Yep, named after Renaissance artists, of course, as we all know.
And only one of them with a Brooklyn accent.
Yeah, Raph.
Yeah,
Raph is the only one.
Right? Raph is that's why you're the ref, right, Robert?
The ref.
He's like the Brooklyn guy.
Brooklyn, the Bronx. I'm the Bronx.
Yeah, that is weird. You would think that the other turtles would have a little more of the New York accent, especially growing up.
They all grew up in the same place.
Yeah, I mean that doesn't track. It's like,
I mean, if we're thinking about it, they should all speak like Splinter does. They should all have an Asian accent, but try not to think about it too hard.
Technically, yeah. Technically,
They were really raised by him.
Came to America though.
But yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think as a character, he's definitely one of the most compelling. I was going to mention Casey earlier as well, but we'll move on to him. But with Splinter, I mean, just kind of like, bordering that line of like, master and like father. And, you could really see him try to like kind of connect with them. I mean, there is that like running gag with him, saying, "I made a funny" at the end.
yeah. But I think the best scene with Splinter is the campfire scene. Like, to me, that's like my favorite.
Oh, in the woods? Yeah,
in the
dude,
woods.
that's a badass scene.
That's my favorite scene, just script-wise, because, I mean, that hits you like it's an emotional scene that hits you like a ton of bricks. Like, and then you even see Michelangelo crying and shit. It's like, wow, this is actually a really like deep and compelling moment between this character that raised these 4 kids, and they're channeling him. I mean, pretty much like, I guess, Jedi Force style and everything. But yeah, I mean, it's a very moving moment, and it's a testament to the script of this movie, which I think is actually still pretty tight to this day.
Yeah, I think it holds up.
Yeah, it holds up well. I mean, especially with all the different fight scenes in it and everything. I mean, they're very well done.
Yeah, 100%.
I agree.
Yeah. But yeah, on to Casey Jones.
Yeah, Casey, I think is also, I agree with you, one of the breakout characters here. He really just kind of steals the show wherever he's at, and he's really just fun loving. I mean, even when you're kind of, seeing him go up against Raph, it's you really don't know who to root for because both of these characters are awesome.
Yeah, I mean, they're the perfect foil for each other.
Yeah.
But also there's that scene where he's with Donatello and they're trying to fix that truck and everything, and they're just trying to one up each other with the insults. So I mean, they build a real camaraderie with Casey that, I mean, it makes me wish that they would have brought him into the second movie, but I don't know, maybe for some reason they wrote him out because he wasn't kid friendly enough or whatever. Which, I mean, don't ask me why.
The violence,
yeah. It's like, I mean, damn it. That was the first thing that I noticed with when I was a kid, when I saw Secret of the Ooze. It's just like, why aren't they using their weapons? Why is this just a bunch of silliness,
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
why is this what they decided to do to bring me Bebop and Rocksteady?
I know they left them out. I mean, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess there are kind of like characters that are analogous to them, but
yeah, Toka and Razar, but it's like, it's just not the same. I mean, they were okay characters in the second movie, but no, we should have had a proper 90s Bebop and Rocksteady. Like, absolutely, in the second movie. And it's a damn crime that we didn't get that, I feel. We didn't get it until the CGI Michael Bay movie.
Oof.
Yeah. Oof. But yeah, Casey Jones, though, I like that his whole fighting style is just sports ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sports, Like, he brings out what? He brings out like a hockey bat. He brings out a cricket bat. Like, he uses a golf club at some point.
Baseball bats.
Yeah, and that's how he's always been. I mean, he just has a bunch of different sports sticks with him, and I mean, I like how he just feels like he needs to go out and clean the streets. He's not like he doesn't have real training, it seems like, but he just goes out there, puts on a hockey mask, and he cleans up the streets. And that's
just
how
doing his part.
Yeah, he's doing his part to keep his community clean of, punkers, I think he calls them. punkers.
And, you know, for what it's worth, I mean, he goes up against Raph that first time, and that's just kind of like a contest of like strength. But the first opportunity he gets, he comes to aid the turtles. You know, he kind of joins that cause right away.
Oh yeah, and then that's how you know that he's a cool guy.
Yeah,
you know,
he's a
that's
real
how-
one.
Yeah. But I mean, he's also got a good foil to April O'Neil in this movie as well as the romantic foil.
They really play off each other, I guess, in kind of that like Han and Leia way.
Kind of, sort of. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good analogy there.
Where it's like they hate each other, but they obviously like each other.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a common trope, though. I mean, you see that in a
Yeah.
lot of anime, but
Very common.
yeah, but here it's kind of, especially when they're at the farmhouse and everything, it's kind of endearing, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our family grows. The city itself will be our playground to use as we please, rewarding ourselves and punishing our enemies.
We've been looking for you, Miss O'Neill.
There is a new enemy, freaks of nature. Together, we will punish these traitors.
What the heck was that?
Looked like sort of a big turtle in a trench coat.
Awesome! Yeah! I love being a turtle!
I just want to point out that even though they fall in love, Casey never calls April by her name.
No, never. Not
That
once.
is true. Although I guess that's kind of realistic because in most of my relationships, I stop calling my significant other by their name. It's always just babe or
Hey, boo.
yeah.
Hey, boo. What's up, boo? Exactly. Yeah, but I mean, they have a cute little dynamic going there. And I mean, at the end of the movie, I do feel that their final kiss is a little unconvincing, you know?
It's just kind of obligatory, right?
It's obligatory by that point. She's basically like, look, are you going to kiss me or not? It's like they're trying to rush to it or whatever.
Just gonna do it already or what?
Are you just going to do it
Just gonna
already?
do
I
it?
don't know. I kind of feel that. Like when she says it to him that way, I'm like, damn, okay.
It's like, all right. Now the Shredder. Let's go ahead and talk about the Shredder as a character.
Oroku
here.
Saki.
Cheese shredder.
Oroku Saki. Yeah, it's kind of interesting how they presented the origin story of Hamato Yoshi and Oroku Saki this time, because it's different in the comics and it's also very different in the animated series. In the animated series, Splinter is literally Hamato Yoshi. Like he's Hamato Yoshi mutated into a rat. But
here, Splinter is the pet rat, right?
yeah, he was the pet rat of Hamato Yoshi, and he witnessed the murder of his master and his wife and everything.
Apparently learned martial arts by just watching him.
Seriously, he just learned martial arts just by imitating what Hamato Yoshi was doing.
Self-taught, smart guy.
Smart guy. You know?
I know
secrets of
Kung
Nin-
Fu.
Exactly right. like a total Neo moment.
Happened in
Ninjutsu.
what was it? One movie, Matthew McConaughey.
Oh.
Oh no, it wasn't. It was Bradley Cooper. Where he just took the pill.
Fearless,
Limitless.
Limitless.
Limitless, right?
Yeah.
It's like you just watched the movie and then took the pill. Or
Took the pill, watched the movie, and it's like, hey,
he
I know
knows
martial arts.
He knows martial arts, dude. Oh my god.
I feel so much smarter now.
It's like
Right.
meth. Oh, I did meth. I'm smart now. Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my god. I feel like I'm getting smarter, dude.
Goddamn meth heads.
Oh my God.
But yeah, there's this kind of like long history with Oroku Saki and Hamato Yoshi, right? And
Yeah.
they kind of build him up, and I think that the Shredder delivers. He's intimidating. He's demanding in terms of his presence. Alone.
Very much so. I mean, of course, the original Shredder was the same actor who played Uncle Phil in Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil. Exactly, man. I mean, that was just like the best Shredder to me.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
But this Shredder, I mean, yeah. I mean, when the first time you see him in this movie is just from behind, and he's watching April O'Neil and all those televisions, and then he just tells them to like find this woman and silence her. And you're like, he doesn't even need to say a whole lot of words to do. He's just like, find her, silence her.
And the thing that gets me about Shredder, who could have anybody he wants to fight for him because he's a fucking Shredder.
Yeah.
And he's a badass. He has a bunch of like 14 and 15-year-olds working for him. And it's like, dude, what kind of like carnival shit are you pushing here?
He pulled a Joseph Kony. That's what he did.
I don't know.
Pretty
Those
much.
kids were based as fuck, though. Those kids were just fucking enjoying life, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but if you are a mutant turtle with weapons and you can't kick a 13-year-old's ass, I'm really concerned for you. Like, at least have adults in this movie fighting against the turtles. Give me something. Don't pull back the mask on one of them. We find out he's like 12, and then it's like, oh my god, we're beating up children. Yes, you've been beating up children this whole time. Like, it's one of those movies that if I watch it as an adult, I'm just like, dude, if a ninja can't beat up a 12-year-old, what are we doing here? What's going on? Well, I mean, it is New York in the fucking 90s. They might not have been able to beat up a 12-year-old, to be honest with you. But that's because the 12-year-olds are shooting in 1990.
Oh, exactly.
To be fair, they're teenagers themselves, although, trained
fair.
since birth.
Yeah, that's
Ninjutsu.
true.
Yeah, and here in this movie, most of these are pretty much like just kids from the streets that they just hire that are, kind of, outcasts, derelicts, whatnot. Juveniles.
Join us and you will magically learn karate.
Cobra Kai.
I gotta admit, that sounds like a pretty cool thing to get into.
I mean, shit, I feel like that'd be more effective than Scientology.
They're just bringing martial arts back to the valley, bro.
Exactly.
We'll teach you how to kick ass, and you get to have a good time.
And you get a hawk tattoo on your back.
There you go.
Exactly.
And there's that kid smoking a fucking cigar. Man, when I watched that, I was like, this wouldn't fly today.
No, man. Like, these kids are literally like just like, hey, you got cigarettes? And this kid just brings the, hey, you want regular or menthol?
Oh, God.
I mean, knowing that they're little ass kids, though, makes that first scene really fucking creepy. Where April is walking across the lot and sees the thieves stealing merchandise from the van, and they pin her to the ground so they can steal from her. That was the whole thing. They pin her to the ground so they can steal from her, and then all of a sudden, the side gets thrown and busts out the light, and that's the intro. The mutant turtles beating everybody's ass.
It's a good way to introduce them.
It is.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys know that Skeet Ulrich and Scott Wolf are in this movie.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, as members of the Foot Clan, as it happens.
Skeet Ulrich.
Skeet Ulrich. I'm not fucking joking.
Fucking homeboy from Scream.
Yeah.
God damn, that's crazy. I didn't see that in the credits.
This is on. That was uncredited. I'm getting this from Wikipedia.
Uncredited.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah, no kidding, apparently.
That's mind blowing to me, man. It's like, no way, was this his first movie? Was it their first movies or what?
Possibly, right?
Possibly, you would think so.
I remember that guy in Hackers, right? Like,
yeah.
What did he do before Scream?
Before the Hackers.
Weekend at Bernie's. Okay, he was in Weekend at Bernie's as an extra. Chattahoochee, Everybody Wins, and then TMNT.
No kidding. Wow.
As Doug.
God damn it! I'm learning so many new things about this movie that I didn't catch when we were researching this shit. What the fuck? But Yeah. Let's talk a little more about just the foot in general, because like you said earlier when we were setting up, Derik, like there's like this clandestine group of ninjas, like a bunch of kids becoming like ninjas and stealing shit, and nobody notices.
Exactly. How fucking bad is New York at this time? You got fucking. It's not like they're walking around it like changing into these outfits when nobody's looking. These kids are literally walking the streets of New York in a ninja suit.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
And not only are they walking the streets of New York in a ninja suit, they're walking the streets of New York in a ninja suit and are actively fucking shit up. Like going out of their way to try and cause chaos. And nobody calls the cops? Nobody reports this at all? Okay.
Well, I mean, the cops are in this movie. They're portrayed as pretty much being like uncaring about what's going on here. They think
who would have thought the cops would be uncaring about something that's going on in the streets of New York?
Oh yeah, who would have thought that? NYPD? Come on now.
Who would have fucking figured?
Who would have figured, right? but here it's like the police commissioner is just outright dismissive of any talk about any kind of Foot Clan. Like he's just outright dismissive of it.
So they're not just bastards, as all cops are, but they're uber bastards.
Bastards.
They're lazy bastards. That's what they
there
are.
There you go. Lazy fucking bastards. Exactly.
And it's like there's no reason for y'all to portray them as this just to get them out the way. Like, I mean, if you really want to show the Foot Clan as badass kids, have them beat up the cops.
Exactly.
Have one or two cops really come up against them and lose against these kids, and that'll show their power just like that. Like, if you want to make a heel turn, beat up a cop and profit. But no, we just make it where they don't fucking care about this group at all. Like, get out of my face. You're saying that there's a group of ninjas. There's a group of ninjas out there who are fucking stuff up. Am I supposed to believe that? Yes, motherfucker. Like, I'm literally a reporter. What are we talking about here?
Exactly. God. Yeah. And you know, I mean, April O'Neil, she's been on the trail of that for a while in this movie.
I have a question. Okay, is the Foot Clan an actual like allusion to the Hand from Marvel Comics?
It could be. I don't know.
A parody of that?
Yes. The Foot Clan is a parody of the Hand from Daredevil because, well, I guess they were Daredevil fans.
Sounds about right.
Also, did not think about this when I was 10. There's a lot of things. This is why we do Hindsight, because we see these movies again when I'm an adult and I like them to fuck up. But so when Splinter found the turtles before they stepped into the ooze and they were just walking around in the sewers, Splinter wasn't really Splinter yet.
Not really.
His intellect was growing as he herded the turtles to his house and they began to move around and get bigger and everything, walking on 2 feet and talking. He noticed he was getting smarter too. So prior to that, he was the little kung fu rat that herded 4 turtles into his little ass. How did they continue to live in the little ass place that he was probably staying in as a rat-sized rat into a 6-foot-tall ninja rat?
Don't think too hard about it.
Exactly.
Oh man,
that's kind of what makes the Splinter's origin in the animated series make a little more sense, because, like I said, that's literally Hamato Yoshi just morphed into a rat.
Yes,
but
yes,
making him a mutant rat like the mutant turtles kind of also makes sense. I mean, if he just kind of like evolved into one, that's a little bit different than their origin. So, I mean, I kind of see why they would change it, but at the same time, you know, it does kind of raise a few questions.
It does, at least a few.
Or at least the way they presented it.
Or an even greater question is, how the hell is Raph able to go out and see a movie just in a trench coat and a top and a fedora? Like, what the fuck is that?
That's it.
Like, is that like the same shit that allows Clark Kent to
put on glasses?
Just put on glasses and he's Clark Kent. Take it off, he's Superman.
Yeah, exactly right.
I gotta say, I do love that Raph goes and he sees critters.
Yeah.
And he's just like, where did he come up with this stuff? Yeah, good stuff.
I mean, for what it's worth, Raphael, when he got mad at Leonardo, when they were arguing about what to do now that Splinter got kidnapped, he did get his ass whooped by the Foot Clan.
Oh, he did. Yeah, he got his ass handed to him, actually. Like, to the point where he was out for multiple days.
Oh, fucking Como, dude.
So that makes me feel good that those 12-year-olds beat this 18-year-old's ass. Because I tell my kids all the time that an army of 12-year-olds can whoop anybody's ass if they try hard enough.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. An army of kids, yeah, they can overwhelm you really quick.
So these are questions you have to ask yourself. Exactly how many 12-year-olds can I take on? What's the limit?
See, this is like how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll Center of the Tootsie Pop?
Oh, exactly.
And the answer is 9.
9. That tracks. Not about 9 of them.
I can fuck up 9 12-year-olds before I get overwhelmed. You smack the first one, the second one you punch in the face, the third one you... Apparently, I apologize. I never beat up any 12-year-olds. I just want to make sure that it's clear that Trick loved the kids, and we do not discuss violence against kids in any way, shape, or form in Single Simulcast LLC.
All right.
Yeah. I apologize profusely for saying I beat up 9 children. And if you are listening to this and you are a woman whose name might be Karen, I am never giving you my telephone number.
Well, I mean, for the record, I could at least do about 8 or 9. I could fight 8 or 9 kids before I get overwhelmed. So
that sounds about right.
Yeah. No. Here at Collateral Cinema, we're fine with saying that. We are 100% fine with saying that. Right, Robert?
What you do?
Fuck them kids.
Fuck them kids. Especially if they're dressing up as ninjas and going and stealing shit and beating up 18-year-old turtles. So.
And burning down apartment complexes. Like, what?
Exactly. that happens in the middle of this movie. Like, an entire building gets burned down.
That was a home invasion, so...
That was a home invasion, because from what I could tell, April kind of owned the whole building. That was like her father's... like antique shop in the bottom or something.
The whole building was her house. Yeah.
The whole building was pretty much her home.
And generational wealth.
Exactly. Exactly. God damn it. But yeah, they burn it down. I mean, and that is a really cool fight, though. I mean, they're using the antiques to fuck up all the foot soldiers and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, that is a lot of fun. I mean, I think like a lot of the fight choreography in this movie is just a blast.
It really is. And once again, it's amazing how these actors were able to do this with all that extra latex and foam on them.
Yeah, no kidding.
And one of them, incidentally, is Ernie Reyes Jr., who was it was Aikido in the second movie.
Yeah.
Who was a star from fucking Surf Ninjas, let's be honest.
And Surf Ninjas. And also, I remember when he was a kid, he was in a television show that I believe, I don't remember where it aired, but yeah, he was basically an adopted son of a cop, and he used his martial arts to help his adopted dad or whatever. Basically, just that whole trope of a white person adopting a kid of color, and just that whole thing, like with different. What was it? Different Strokes? It wasn't Different Strokes. It was Gary Coleman's show.
Oh, that's Different Strokes.
That's Different Strokes? Yeah, okay.
Think like Two Broke Dads or something?
Two Broke Dads. Stupid.
I don't know.
But I think that, we're getting to the point where we should probably start winding things down and giving our final thoughts and everything.
Yeah.
So, as usual, we'll start with our guest whenever we have a guest host on. Derik, what are your final thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
So, there's a million ways that this movie could have been better, and yet it was perfect. It was exactly what was needed in that time. And if I had to walk down the list of all of the bullshit that came before it and after it in regards to both video game movies and comic book movies, I would honestly have to put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Part 1 Number 2 on my list of best comic book / superhero movies prior to 1995.
Absolutely.
Right after Batman 89. I think that it did exactly what it needed to do. I wish it had gotten more time. I wish that at some point they had actually embraced the cartoons, because I know that they were striving to embrace the comic book aspect of the show, which is why there was no Baxter Stockman, there was no Krang, there was no Technodrome, there was no any of that. But I wish they had that opportunity. And I'm hoping that the movie that's going to come out soon will have that opportunity, but I know that's more of an animated affair, so all bets are off, because when it's animated, they can do whatever they want. But I really, if I were to sit down and watch this movie again, I would still love this movie. Like, I would roll my eyes and stuff now, but that's because I watched it when I was fucking 10 and I'm older now. That's just the way that things fucking work out. It's still a classic, and it stands the test of time much better than, I don't know off the top of my head, Double Dragon and Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat Annihilation and really Mortal Kombat 1. So, I mean, and this came out before all of them. So you have to give it its credit for that. It was a really beautiful combination of arts that led to this being done. And Corey Feldman did a pretty good job, I suppose.
It's the final chapter guy. Come on.
Final chapter guy, yeah.
It's the final chapter.
Tommy Jarvis, bro.
Yeah, the Jarvis series.
All
Robert,
right.
what are your final thoughts on
Robert.
TMNT?
What are your final thoughts?
1990.
I think the original one is the best one, and part 2, Secret of the Ooze, comes second, and third one, I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad, but all this new stuff with the CGI Megan Fox shit, I really didn't like that.
Oh, yeah, the Michael Bay shit.
Yeah, the Michael Bay shit. I mean, I remember seeing some of the television series for like Fox when I was a kid too, and they had the TV show The Addams Family too.
I remember that. Yeah.
So everything's like redone more than once. Really, there's always going to be a TV show.
There always is, and they're coming out with another movie like this year.
Yeah.
Actually, like I think actually this month. I think it is. And that actually looks like an interesting movie, I think.
It's not too bad. I mean, I wish we can go the old school way instead of the CGI shit,
Yeah, man. I mean, I have a feeling that maybe eventually there's going to be some movies that are still going to keep that going strong, I mean, it would be cool to see somebody take a chance with actual like animatronics again and just
more puppets.
Yeah. Just kind of go for that old school aesthetic, I mean, to a degree, you could say that that's what Psycho Goreman was a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
but
like keep it animatronic, keep it like CGI, kind of like Chucky still, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But, okay, Ash, final thoughts?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I think it's pretty much exactly what I would expect a 1990 film adaptation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to look like. I like the whole kind of more dark and gritty atmosphere that comes with it. And I like how it really kind of brings these characters, to the big screen. And, obviously it had big shoes to fill with that. I'm not as familiar, with like the TMNT lore and the stories and whatnot. I've seen the cartoon here and there. So, like I don't have much to compare it with, but I feel like it does a pretty good job with, I know the basics obviously, but
yeah,
I think it does a pretty good job from what I know of the characters, and what I know that, kind of the feel of these stories are. And I mean, more than that, even I'd say it's kind of just a blast to watch. I mean, this is a great movie to get high and put on.
It really is. It's a lot of fun to watch, even to this day.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess I'll go ahead and give my final thoughts. I mean, I think that this is the best representation of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles by far when it comes to, cinema or even other forms of media, I do like how the darkness and grittiness is there from the comics, but a lot of that can also be explained by the fact that this is actually technically an indie movie by that. This was at one time the most successful independent movie of all time.
No kidding. And
Yeah.
yet the budget appears to be worse in the two sequels.
I don't get that at all.
This is New Line Cinema, right?
Yes, which at the time was known for doing art house films and independent cinema.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like Freddy Krueger.
So I mean, yeah, this right here, this was kind of a little bit of a risk for them, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But they were exactly, New Line was exactly the company to take this movie on and to make it what it is. And you know, honestly, I agree with you that this is actually close to Batman '89 as being just one of the best superhero comic book movies of its era. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I just love how like I said, the animatronics, they have like real emotion to them, like that fire, that campfire scene. I mean, you feel that.
Yeah.
I mean, they actually like took this movie and made it like this kind of silly but kind of gritty, family crime drama with ninjas and turtles that just happen to be in there, And I mean, the script still holds up. I mean, it's still a fun watch to this day. And, I love that I have it in my collection. I love putting it on every now and again. Kind of the same way with like, the first Mortal Kombat movie. It's kind of like that as well to me. Just a movie that I can put on at any time and just have fun watching it.
Yeah.
At any given moment. So, yeah, this is a movie that does mean a lot to me. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles means a lot to me. And honestly, I can't wait to see what comes in the future for them. I am interested in seeing this new movie that's coming out. And like that'll be really, really interesting. So, but yeah, this is like, if you're into comic book movies, if you're into any type of adaptations of those types of stories, you couldn't go and do any worse than this right here.
Y'all want any more trivia?
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bring it on.
Fun fact. Yeah.
Corey Feldman, who we've spoken on in length in this episode, said he was offered only $1,500
What?
U.S. to do voice work for this film.
Fuck that.
He accepted because he believed the producers who told him that this is only a small, low-budget independent film, hoping that it will have moderate success on VHS if they were lucky. The movie ended up doing millions of dollars in sales at the box office.
God damn it.
He should have taken a percentage.
Yeah.
I would have been like, I want 1,500 plus percentage.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
He did well for himself later, so.
Yeah, sure. So,
or earlier.
Josh Pais, the guy who played Raphael, suffers from claustrophobia.
Oh, man, and he had to be inside that suit the whole time?
Yep.
Ooh.
So every time they finished filming a scene, he would have to take the helmet off extremely quickly.
God damn.
And they have motors built into the helmets to create facial expressions. They were packed very tightly into the heads and were very uncomfortable for the performers in the suits. Josh also said the noise inside of there was like being in Grand Central Station at rush hour with a tin can over your head.
God damn. Yeah. I mean, yeah, with all those little gears and motors running. Yeah.
I imagine so.
Yeah. No kidding.
Ernie Reyes Jr. said the suit, because, he took over for Donatello as a stunt person for Donatello. He said the suit got so hot during filming that he had to drink a gallon of water per day just to stay hydrated.
Fuck. God damn. Yeah, that tracks, man. I mean, it's a ginormous suit of latex and rubber and foam.
Yeah.
I mean,
It doesn't come off in one piece. It's,
No, it
it's in
doesn't.
sections, Like,
I can't imagine what makeup must have been like day to day making that movie. Ooh. Could not have been fun. But yeah, it's good. That's a trivia that's good to know, It's like, I mean, but man, only $1,500 for Corey Feldman.
oh,
God,
fuck.
$1,500.
Man,
Yep.
the disrespect.
the disrespect of the Feldman. Shit, of Tommy Jarvis. Well, all right. Yes, that is our episode on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1990. This is going to be the part where we drop all of our plugs and everything. And Derik, if you want to plug your shows again, go ahead. Just tell our listeners where you can find them.
Oh, you can find my podcast wherever you can find podcasts at. Honestly, like I said, just go to Linktree, linktr.ee/SScast, and all of my shows pop up. So I have a dramatic serial that I wrote and then edited and did the voice for, and it's really dope, called Sin and Solace. And I did a pop culture show called Single Simulcast that lasted for like almost 400 episodes before I decided to go on hiatus. And then I have a show called The Dream Team that lasted like 200 episodes before I decided to put it on hiatus with me and 2 other great comedian friends of mine. And then I have a show called Unburdened, which is my mental health show. And I need to get that going again because, why not? But we got to like 30 episodes on that before I moved on. And then I have a show called 20 Minutes where I interview people for 20 minutes on the dot based on something that I'm interested in. And I need to get that going again because I have questions. But basically, like I said, they're all there and they're all really good because I'm amazing. And so you should check it out and be grateful that you get the opportunity to do so because sooner or later, they'll get erased from the internet. That's just the way the world works. So catch them while you can. Act like I'm a Pokemon. You can also, like I said, RASHANII. For those of y'all who are high and listening to this and just want to see if it's fact or not, go to Google and type that in and hit enter. The first 5 pages or so is me, which is a lot of fucking work. I've been doing this since 2009.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow, man.
So
yeah, respect, man. Shit.
yeah. So I'm before SEO, I am the SEO breaker. Like I'm just here, and I'm fun and I'm wonderful. So check me out, and you're welcome.
Hell yeah.
Fucking A, man.
Fucking A. Ash, what is going on with Collateral Gaming?
Well, I just started playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, and it's fucking amazing. I'm having such a fun time with it. So we're definitely going to be doing a game launch review on that. As for our numbered episode this month, of course, we will be continuing the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. Bo will be joining for that. And as we talk about Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All and Trials and Tribulations. And I am just as excited as I was for part 1 as I am for part 2, and just really in love with this franchise.
Man, I gotta say, like, playing through this franchise with you has been a lot of fun. Like, I mean, it's exactly the type of game that's right up my alley,
Hell yeah, man. And then coming up in April, we're going to be doing our Bad Game Month. So we're talking about Plumbers Don't Wear Ties and E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Our 420 special will also be coming out next month as we cover not a bad game, a good one, Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Excellent.
Awesome.
And then our season finale, of course, on Tears of the Kingdom, because, that is going to be my game of the year. I'm telling you, I already know.
Yeah, Legend of Zelda. Hell yeah.
So check out Collateral Gaming wherever you listen to Collateral Cinema. And stay tuned for more crossover content between both podcasts.
Definitely. Yeah. And Robert, where can people find you on the social medias?
Mostly Twitter, Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah, it's like I think on Twitter you're at Robert Ortegon 3.
Yeah, I barely get on Twitter. Sorry.
Yeah, but you do post on our shit posting group quite a bit on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty famous for that.
Hell yeah.
We even got the Robert Ortegon film director Facebook page, so
Yeah.
I help manage.
Actually, you made the whole thing. I just looked at it.
Damn it.
So and I guess pretty soon here we should be wrapping up production on Texas Sundown finally.
Yeah, we just need a few more scenes, really, and we can just start wrapping it up and straight to the editing, I mean, I've already done some editing, but it's not yet done.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get it done and move on to other things, right?
Exactly.
Other things, bigger and better things.
Bigger and better things, exactly.
Hell yeah, bro.
Well, all right. Yeah, that is our episode on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
You can find Collateral Cinema wherever you get your podcasts. Also, check us out on Patreon, as we do have $1 and $5 tiers. And pay any amount of money, you get access to exclusive full-length movie commentaries.
Exactly. The latest one we did was Bloodsport, I believe.
And stick around, because we are going to be doing the Morbius. We're getting morbed.
We are getting morbed again.
That should be the next film commentary.
I'm excited because we introduced that movie to Robert finally. Robert finally got morbed, and I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be an epic commentary.
Hell yeah.
That is going to be so epic. Well, all right. I guess we can go ahead and end it there. With all that said, I'm Bo Maddox.
I'm Robert Ortegon.
I'm Ashley Chancellor.
And I'm Derik the Great.
And this was Collateral Cinema with Hindsight, movie reviews, and all the other shows that Derik works on. See you later, everybody. Peace.
Bye.
Don't do it, Michelangelo. It's no use, Leonardo. Don't try talking me out of it. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for. A turtle's gotta do what a turtle's gotta do. Please, Michelangelo, don't go for pizza. Turtle power!
Collateral Cinema is a Collateral Media podcast. All music and movie clips are owned by their respective creators and are used for educational purposes only. Please don't sue us. We're poor.